looking wife at home on the Gold Coast, holding the fort. Kind of my Juice Plus story is, Juice Plus came into my life about 3 years ago. I've owned personal training studios over the years, and a lady walked into my studio and told me she had this amazing product that my clients could benefit from, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the first time I've heard that story before. So my wife's kind of the gatekeeper of all things health in our life. So when the product came to me, I said, look, give me the product, I'll take it home to my wife and she can have a look at it and she'll find something wrong with it and it'll end up in the bin. And because she always did, right? There's so many products out there in the market, and there's so much crap and chemicals and some carcinogen of some kind. So, just Juice Plus for us was just that product that didn't have that stuff in it, and it made sense to us. Is anyone, or who is taking Juice Plus? Kind of an idea. I didn't want to single out those that aren't. So look, Juice Plus for me, for the first 2 years of it being in our house, never really took it properly, to be honest. It's just fruit and vegetables. I didn't think it would do much for my muscles, so that was always the most priority when you're a guy. It's all about making your muscles bigger and perform better. Then you kind of downplay the benefits of fruit and vegetables. So never really took the product properly. We always had it at home. We always had a little bit extra because we never took it. It was kind of, we'd sporadically take it. And about 12 months ago, not Simon, but another guy from the UK came out here and kind of shared what they were doing with Juice Plus in the UK, and definitely got me curious because I'm someone who, I'm ambitious. I actually like business. I want to create freedom for my life, and I suppose first and foremost, I knew the product was amazing. So when I decided that I really wanted to see what Juice Plus could do for myself and my family from a product and business point of view, the first thing that Chris said to me when I asked him about the product, I said, I really love what you guys are doing, and I think, I could see myself getting involved in this and helping loads of people. And the first thing he said to me is, are you taking the product? And I said, we've had it at home for 2 years. And he said, are you taking it though? And I said, no, sometimes. So he said, start taking it. So my thing was always, I just forget to take it. And I think a lot of guys can resonate with that. They just forget. And I kind of say to my wife, tomorrow, babe, tomorrow, I'll start taking it properly tomorrow. And she kind of gave up on me after about 6 months of that conversation. But when I kind of saw what they were doing and saw this could be for me, I had this new found purpose. So I set it up on my kitchen bench so I'd never forget it. And if I did forget it, I also had it set up on my office at work, in my office at work. So I just started taking the product, and within about a week, I definitely had loads more energy. Which you'd expect if you were eating loads more fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. Like we should be eating like 9 to 12 serves of fruit and vegetables every day. That's the recommendation. So most of us aren't doing that, and if you are, you're not eating the variety, or it's not vine ripened, it's gassed and then regassed to put on our shelves. So it's even the quality that we're not getting. So I had loads more energy, but for me personally, the result that I wasn't really expecting to get from Juice Plus was, I've kind of been this, growing up I was always the sports jock, and it was always about football and cricket, and depending on what time of the year. So I was kind of the annoying kid in the neighbourhood, always playing sport, and kind of when the sun got up and the sun went down, the street lights were on, you had to be home. But the detriment to my body because of that is my knees especially have been really sore over the last probably 8 years. Within about 3 weeks, all my knee inflammation went away, which I wasn't expecting. And again, when we load our body full of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, then it has anti-inflammatory properties, natural anti-inflammatory properties. So, I love the product. I'll never stop taking the product, whether I'm doing the business or not. And even in January, I ran out because I often have a few extra. If we have a few drinks, it's always good to have a little bit extra Juice Plus to wake up a bit fresher in the morning, or if I feel a cold coming on, I eat a little bit extra. So over Christmas, or just after Christmas, I ran out and I thought, my order must be coming soon, and I didn't really follow it up. And I didn't take the product for about 3 weeks, and then my knee inflammation started to come back. I couldn't believe it, and I kind of forgot about how good Juice Plus was until I stopped taking it. So that's kind of my product story. We don't really, for me personally, I'm not here to convince you guys that you should be having more fruits and vegetables. I'm not here to give you all the science about the product. If you like, does anyone love science? Because I know I don't, but my wife does. Right? If you love science, this product, there's nothing on the planet that has as much independent gold standard research than Juice Plus. So if you love that, you'll love Juice Plus. The products, our fruit and vegetable capsules have been around for 23 years. The product's simple. Like I said, it's fruit and vegetables. It's blended, freeze-dried, put in a capsule. It's pretty simple. I think some people say, what part of Juice Plus don't you get? Is it the capsules or the fruit and vegetables? Right? It's pretty simple. For me to explain the product to somebody, I'm yet to come across anyone that doesn't know what fruit and vegetables are. So it's easy, right? Most of us know that we should be eating loads more, right? So it's very simple. And then we have our complete powder. So it's a whole food powder, it's plant-based, and really we work on micronutrition, so cellular, and macronutrition, so fuel for your car. I love the powder because, and don't get me wrong, as a personal trainer, I was like, I don't want people to take powder, I want them to eat food. And then I actually argued with Linda over her dining room table till 2 in the morning before I decided to do Juice Plus, because when I'm going to do something I need to be sure. And so we had a quite heated discussion till about 2 in the morning how I was never going to be prescribing people to take this, but for the reason being I'm just going to get people to eat right, but I've nearly killed myself trying to do that with my clients over the years. And then I thought to myself, when I took my PT hat off and really thought about how this could work for me, I started to use it at 4 o'clock in the morning when I get up to go to work as a trainer. I'm not doing green smoothies and eggs and all the things that I should be. My wife would kill me if I was making that much noise in the kitchen at that hour, right? So the powder for me works really well at that time of the day. I use it really simply. I put it in a shaker, I add water, down it goes, nice and easy. But I know, there's loads of others that get all fancy with it and put it in smoothies and do all that, which can be used that way. And you can even make protein pancakes and all that sort of stuff. That's not me, that's for my master wife chef. My master chef wife. And then what we have also done is that not only have we got a great product, but we've also got an amazing program to really help people get the best results that they can. So all our teams here are using great programs to just accelerate people's results, a great community where people can connect with one another and support each other on their journey to health. So that's really all I want to share about the product. Who am I calling up? Ross?
Crocky.
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 Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Adam. If anybody has any questions at all, please feel free to hang around at the end of the talk. We just want to keep this going so it's nice and short, sharp, and annoying. And so what I'm going to do now is going to talk a little bit about our community, or not community, sorry, but I'm going to ask Sam Choice to come up and to do her amazing product story, one that I believe that everybody should hear. So let's welcome Sam up.
Thank you. Glad I'm not wearing my glasses, so I don't just see the front row. Well, it's been about 2 years now since I first heard about Juice Plus, or a little bit more than 2 years. I had a baby 4 years ago, and my hormones went nuts, and they never got a chance to settle, and I actually suffered from a postnatal depression after I had my son, and it led to a million different problems with my weight, with my skin, with just not being able to get out of bed in the morning, not wanting to leave the house for weeks at a time, and yeah, just generally feeling pretty crap. And suffering for about a year and a half. We were living in Bali at the time, so we didn't really have much support medical-wise, or family or friends or anything. Then we moved back to Perth, and a friend dragged us along to a wellness event with Nat Bulldog. And she just spent an hour talking about fruits and vegetables and how you can heal your body with the most simple things that we've all been given. And it was so simple, and like the penny just dropped. And yeah, from that day I ordered my Juice Plus, and I just started changing everything. It was the catalyst for me to start looking at how I was eating. It was looking at what I was feeding my child and taking out the things we shouldn't be having and adding in more of the good stuff. And slowly but surely, everything started to just fix itself. And I did not take any drugs whatsoever for my depression. And I've managed to shake it off. And yes, I still have sad days, but who doesn't? And I've done it all through healthy eating. My son is the healthiest kid on the planet. He's had croup all week this week, and we haven't put drugs into him at all. And going to the chiropractor and just ramping up his nutrients, he's been amazing after 4 days. So it's incredible what something so simple can do to just start these changes in your life. And there's just small little changes and step by step and learning along the way, and we're so lucky to have people who are so knowledgeable around us that we can ask questions all the time. And the community was so important, and the support and everything that yeah, it's been life-changing for us, and I'll take it forever. I'll never stop taking Juice Plus. My family will never stop taking Juice Plus. My parents, my sisters, everyone's on it, and I never learned anything from my parents about healthy eating, so it's nice now that I can take all this knowledge that I've got and I'm teaching it to my family, and I know that they'll be around for a bit longer, which is great. My mum's lost 18 kilos or something since she started Juice Plus and with the complete and just knowledge. It's just knowledge. So I'm so grateful for our product, and yeah, I want to tell the whole world about it. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome story, Sam. And I think whenever Sam touched on about the community side of things, I think by looking around the room today, we can actually see that we're creating a really, really cool community in Melbourne. And it's probably something that's been lacking here for a little bit. And what I found is that Juice Plus is untapped in Melbourne. And more people need to know about this product because it is something very, very special. Now, I've been on it for nearly 23 years. I'm not going to go into all of that journey, but it's really changed my life. I started it when I was 18, and so I'm 40 now, and I was actually catching up with a friend of mine the other day, and she could not believe I was 40. I was going, swing, bang, bring it on. So I'm a testament that it actually can slow down the aging process. I still play a very high level of soccer, and I have 20-year-olds in my back pocket. They call me the machine of my football team. I'm like a fucking freight train going up and down that right-hand side of the wing. And it's just testament to fueling the body correctly. And as Adam talked about, having your oil, as I call the capsules, the oil, and the shakes is your petrol. So having the right oil and the right petrol in your body is going to enable your body to run better. So in relation to community, we have an amazing lady straight in front of me here that is all about community. And what the guys have created up in Queensland is absolutely mind-boggling. And it's something that we're really looking forward to duplicating and creating here in Melbourne. So it's super, super important. The Juice Plus family is a global family, and it's all about inspiring healthy living. So we're on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. So just looking at this room, it's just so impressive to see so many people here. So without further ado, I'd like to invite Lauren to come up to talk about community.
Hi guys, I'm Lauren. I'm from the Gold Coast in Queensland. So I came across Juice Plus last year. Adam Westwick actually introduced me to it. I was working as a personal trainer, that's what I do. Before Juice Plus came along. Now backtrack 5 years, I lived overseas for 5 years, and for me community is something I was lacking when I came home. So Juice Plus completely resonated with me for that. I was feeling super lost, and I went into a job that I hated coming home. I did it for necessity, I did it for money. I had to replenish my bank account from 5 years of traveling. And I wasn't connected. I felt like it wasn't my purpose, it wasn't my mission, it wasn't what I was about. But I did it, you know, I stayed in that job for 18 months, and then I did my PT course, and Adam was, I feel thankful that he took a chance and gave me a job as a PT, and then soon after, Juice Plus came along. And for me, the community it's nothing like, you know, a JOB where people cut you down. And they don't want to raise you up. Here, you're a part of a community, a wellness community where everyone is inspiring healthy living in the programs that we do, and just taking the product and what Adam touched on in our programs. But the business is an amazing community. For me to come to Melbourne and be welcomed with open arms from these guys, and being able to sideline yourself with other amazing, inspiring, uplifting people to then, build a business and share the same mission. We're all working together on one global mission, and the fact that I can go and inspire people all across the world. Most of my contacts are in England and America and things like that where I lived, and so being able to reach out and make an impact on a global scale with amazing other like-minded people is just phenomenal. Not only, and it is being part of like a tribe, being part of like a bigger group, a bigger community, where, I was so lost in a 9-to-5 job, and for me, this business definitely has given me the freedom to then go and do what I love. So for me, I was working 3 jobs when I came into Juice Plus. I was doing 2 admin jobs, PT, and I couldn't find a way to be able to leave those jobs and be a PT because, PT money just go up and down. But, Juice Plus, once I was able to build it up to where I could get it, in 6 to 9 weeks, I then left my 2 admin jobs and just felt connected and on purpose and part of a greater community and mission, and something that I was passionate about. So many people, and you might be in this audience right now, that you're sitting there and you're not passionate. You get up every Monday morning and you just like, I don't want to go to work today. I can say that I don't do that anymore, and I definitely did. So,
Okay, so on to our last speaker. Now I'm going to speak a little bit louder because this guy that's coming up here is very loud. So I'd like to invite our amazing Simon Mitchell up to the stage. He's from all the way up from the UK, Manchester. Manchester, don't hold that against them, I'm a Liverpoolian. But Simon is going to be up here sharing about the company and our amazing business that is essentially for everybody. And he is actually living the dream, this guy. He shipped up and shipped out of Manchester just on a whim, and he moved over here to Melbourne, and he's living the dream. So this is what he does full time. So without further ado, Simon Mitchell.
Thank you guys. So I move around a lot, so I apologise in advance because I can't stand still. So I really do apologise. I move, I have a lot of nervous energy. If you expect me to stand here and be like this, it's not going to happen. First of all, I need some interaction. I need some energy back from you guys. Can we play on that level?
Yeah.
Cool. So if I said to anyone right now, would you like a free flight to Phoenix, Arizona, hotels paid for, conference ticket? Raise your hands. Free flight. Cool. Somebody said that to me 5.5 years ago. I was living out in the States. I was living in Iowa. I also happen to speak really fast, if you haven't learned that already. I apologise. Not really. Living out in Iowa, and somebody said to me, would you like to come to Phoenix, Arizona? I went out to a conference. I'm from the UK. Anyone from the UK in here? I know there's a few people. We're a bit straight-laced, right? And then we get drunk and it all goes crazy. But I was living in America, and they said, come to a conference, there's 6,000 people in a room, kind of having fun. I grew up in the Tony Robbins environment. Come to a conference, and there's like Americans whooping and hollering. Any Americans in the room? Anyone know what I mean? Like people going like, woo! Juice Plus changed my life! So I go to conference, I sit in the second row, there's a guy next to me called Jeff Roberti. It meant nothing to me at the time, and I went, I don't get it. I was 22 years old. When you're 22 years old, what do you want to do?
Drink.
Party. Yeah, drink, party. 22 years old and people were talking to me about health. Now, health to a 22-year-old is such a strange concept, right? Because you want to go out, you want to have fun, you want to enjoy life. And I came away, there were some amazing personal trainers, doctors, nurses, nutritionists, scientists, none of which I am. Like, hearing Adam speak before about the products is brilliant, but I have no medical background, I have no fitness background, I'm just a normal kid from Manchester that likes to go out and have a good time. So I went back and lived in Iowa, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get how this business fits into my life. I don't get how this business is ever going to do anything for me. Not really into health. At the time, I was probably like quite a lot bigger. I kind of went, this doesn't really work for me. Luckily, there's a lovely woman by the name of Susie Mitchell. She happens to be my mother, that's why she's a lovely woman. She sent me the products and she said, take it. When your mum tells you to do something, what do you do?
Do it.
Do it, right? Just for peace and quiet. And that really was the case. So I took the product, kind of fell in love with the capsules. At the time, Complete wasn't really around. And I've taken them every day for 5.5 years since. Now, for me, for years, I moved back to the UK. I watched a lot of people, including my mum, build a phenomenal business. But for years, I was skeptical. I grew up in the world of go to school, go to college, go to university, get a job. Anyone ever thought that? Anyone ever been told that? I know it's the same here as well. Wherever I go in the world, it's the same concept. And for me, I was like, I'm going to go work in the corporate world. At the age of 24, I was earning more money than I ever dreamed of. You know when you're a kid and you've got that level of like income, you're like, that's a lot of money. I'd kind of blown past that, but I was really trading my time for money. Don't know if anyone can relate to that. Going to work to get paid. Don't go to work, guess what happens?
Don't get paid.
Don't get paid, right? And that for me was a big thing. And for years I thought our business was that. Pyramid. Scam, scheme, con, whatever. Anyone skeptical here right now? I was skeptical for years. I watched Susan Mitch build a phenomenal business, and I used to go home, because I had a corporate job, right, and I was doing really well, and I used to go home and go, you're going to get arrested, you're going to go to jail, I'm going to have to support you. All these things went through my head, because I was like, you're involved in a pyramid scheme. People said, what do your mum do? And I go, she's a con artist. She's not, she's also like a speaker, Tony Robbins trainer, so she's a phenomenal lady. But for years, I was trapped in that. Looking back at it, the biggest thing for me was here. It was my own ego, right? Because I've been so conditioned by society of go to school, go to college, go to university, get a job, I was so trapped by my mindset of what was possible. Because really, when I look at it, it was my ego playing small. It's so much easier to go no than it is to go tell me more, right? We come across opportunities all the time, and for me, that was a really big thing. Firstly, when you look at pyramid schemes and what they are, I'm going to use a pen, for example, because I've got one in my hand. I'm going to buy these pens for $10, I'm going to sell them to Adam for $20, I'm going to sell them to Lauren for $30, I'm going to sell them to Cara for $40. And I want to buy $50 for a pen that costs $10. No. Sorry. Product moved down the pyramid, right? So people were stuck at the bottom with garages full, with lounges full, with products. Anyone seen Pursuit of Happiness? Will Smith like rocking around with his medical equipment, losing in a taxi. And when you look at it though, really, one, pyramids are illegal. They're illegal around the world. We're regulated by Direct Selling Association in every country that we're in. We would be on the front page of the papers. We've been around as a company for 43, 44 years. If we were doing something illegal, would I be allowed to stand here right now? I spoke in 10 countries last year. I would happily be on the front cover of every newspaper. It would serve my ego, but probably for the right reasons rather than the wrong reasons, right? But when you look at anything, and this is true wherever you go in the world, big supermarket over here, Coles, right? Okay? Whether it be the corporate world, sports, military, religion, politics, music, anything, it kind of has the same similar structure. Would you guys agree? I'm going to use Coles as an example, just it's easier for me. Coles has a CEO, they then have board of directors, they have regional managers, area managers, store managers, chicken counter managers, fruit and veg counter managers, and Sheila. If it's in the UK, it'd be Doris, but we're in Australia, so it's Sheila. Sheila who works on the tills. Anyone work for Coles, by the way? Cool, you've got to check. Sheila who works on the tills. Will Sheila ever make it to CEO of Coles?
No.
Pardon?
No.
Highly unlikely. I would never stand here and say that she won't. That's not my game, that's not my ambition. Is this a permanent marker? Maybe. Yeah, cool. I would never say that she won't do that. However, what are the chances?
Slim.
Highly unlikely. Slim, right? Really, what's going to happen is she's going to trade 40 years of her life, her time, her money, her weekend. She's going to miss kids' soccer games, she's going to miss kids' theatre shows, whatever, and she's going to make it to fruit and veg counter manager. And after 40 years, what's she going to get? That doesn't mean anything to me. In the UK, you work for Tesco, you get a little clock that sits on your mantelpiece in a cake. Think about that, 40 years of your life. Now, I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm really not. What I'm saying is, that's okay because she needs to put food on the table. I get that, I've been there. Like, you've got to provide for a family, you've got to provide for yourself, you've got to have ambition in life. But there's a different way, and there really is a different way. So, she's going to trade 40 years of her life, and then she's going to get a candle and a clock and a cake. Good deal?
No.
No. Cool. So there's got to be something different. And once I looked at it, really that is our business. Once you look at what is out there and what the opportunities are, that really is our business. So our business, everyone starts out as a virtual franchisee, and everyone can make it to the top position, which is National Marketing Director. It's true the world over. What's brilliant about our business, two things I absolutely love, is it doesn't matter about your race, your religion, your politics, your sex, what school you went to. Big thing in the UK, you went to a really good school, kind of got a job, right? So you can work wherever you want and really progress, and it's only down to two things: belief and action. Okay? Cool thing, when you're in this environment, guess what happens? People play politics. Anyone ever been told in the corporate world, I want you to do well? What do they really mean?
I want to do better.
I want to do better. I want you to do well, but not as well as me. I used to work in the corporate world, and I used to sit there, and there's a big guy coming next to me every single day. First 2 weeks, he used to say to me, what did you have for dinner last night? So I tell him. After 2 weeks, I had to stop telling him because he had the same thing on a Monday, same thing on a Tuesday, and I thought, I can't do this for 40 years of my life. I've got to create a bit more freedom, right? And that's where this opportunity came in. So belief and action, really big things. And there's 4 parts of our business, what it comes down to, okay? First one is retail. Okay? This is the one that people understand the most. You get up to 22% commission for going out and sharing products that just make sense. Does fruit and veg make sense to everyone in here?
Yes.
Would people agree if I gave you a plate full of fruit and vegetables every single day, it would be good for you?
Yes.
Cool. Then we just made that easier for you. Simple, right? Fruit, veg, capsule. Easy, right? You get a 22% commission for sharing our product. Going out and helping people, whether it be pre and post workout, whether it be extra nutrition, micro, macro nutrition, whatever. Second part, mail order. So I left corporate world and I thought, I'm going to go run my own business. Anyone run their own business? Okay? It sucks, right? Because when you work in the corporate world, there's loads of stuff that gets done for you. Lawyers, marketing, accounts, all the boring stuff I'm really shit at. Sorry, children. Really bad at, and I ran my own business and I went, I don't enjoy this, because I'd go out, I'd find clients, my background's in training, and I'd find clients, I'd deal with those clients, I'd send them an invoice and they wouldn't pay for 30 days. I said, well, I've still got bills. And that's the business world, right? So it actually changed when I came out to Australia. November 2013, my best friend got married on the Central Coast. I took 3 weeks out and I sat on a plane going home, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I looked at my bank account. And when you work for yourself and you take 3 weeks out, guess how much you earn?
Nothing.
Nothing. Think about that, you take 3 weeks out, you come across the other side of the world, brilliant, have loads of fun, but I earn nothing. And I thought, I've got to get a different way, a different system that provides me with residual income whether I turn up or not. Okay? Does anyone not like the concept of lying on a beach and making money? If we showed you a way, would you like the idea of wherever you are in the world, you get paid? Exactly, so I went, I've got to go create a bundle that does that. And that's where mail order comes in. The Juice Plus company does so much for us. They go out and source, vine ripened, farm fresh, nutrient dense fruit, vegetables and berries, not the stuff like green bananas in supermarkets. When were bananas ever green? Then do research, 18 years of gold standard scientific research. They do all the packaging, they do all the marketing, they do all the shipping. For me, like I kind of travel and live out of a suitcase. If I had to worry about shipping, I'd be lost. They do it directly delivered to your customer. For me, my office is that. I don't own a laptop. That's my office. So wherever I'm in the world, I can share our products with people. They then do all the payments, they handle all the money. Again, if anyone knows what I'm like, if I had to handle money, I might get lost along the way because I'll go and have some fun with it and have a good time. So the company does all that for me. All we have to do is one thing, share. Bring us on number 3, networking. Sorry about my handwriting. I think I do this for a living. Anyone ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah? Good movie? By raise of hands, anyone ever told anyone else to go see it? Okay? Anyone ever received a commission check for that? No? Anyone ever recommended a good restaurant by a show of hands?
Yes.
Anyone ever recommended a good bar by a show of hands? Anyone ever received free drinks next time you walk in? Doesn't happen, right? It's not like you go and share a great restaurant and next time you come in, the manager goes, hey, guess what? You posted on Facebook last week, dinner's on me. Why not? Because that's what we do naturally, right? When I first joined this business, people said to me, they were like, well, I don't like selling. My background is sales, so I was like, I'm going to go sell. And you can't. You can't sell. You got to people, you go, Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, berry, 26 in capsule, really good for you, help your hair, your skin, your nails. And people look at you funny. Anyone like being sold to? It doesn't happen, right? It feels dirty. You kind of like, stop that, go away. But naturally sharing, which we do anyway, we naturally share things that make sense for us. If you go and have a great meal, what do you do? Post it on Facebook nowadays. Like, you take a photo of it first. We were having breakfast, right? And everyone sits there and they get their breakfast, they come along and they take a photo. It's like, does anyone eat warm food anymore? Think about it, it's crazy. We naturally network all day long. It's just we're sharing something that works for us. If you think fruit and vegetables make sense for you, would you not want to provide that to your friends and family? Simple as that. And the 4th part is teaching. Okay, the most important part actually is teaching. There's a guy named Jeff Roberti, I mentioned him earlier. I sat next to him at a conference 5 years ago and kind of took it for granted. Jeff's earned about $90 million US within Juice Plus company. Not to throw money, that's the last time I'll talk about money. But Jeff came into his business, introduced a wonderful woman by the name of Cheryl Cortese, who introduced a wonderful woman by the name of Lauren Slocum, who introduced somebody who I kind of have to think is an amazing woman, named Susie Mitchell, who thankfully introduced me. Now, Jeff Roberti's got over 20,000 distributors in his organisation around the world, probably tens and tens of thousands more. He taught Cheryl how to do his business. Cheryl taught Lauren, Lauren taught Susie Mitch taught me. Does Jeff Roberti, who lives in Sarasota, Florida, have time to teach every single person? Does he?
No.
No, because that's a job. No, I don't want a job. I want to travel the world. Last year I travelled to, I think, 10 countries, and I spoke in 8 of them. I'm not saying that to impress you, I'm saying to impress upon you what's possible. I came out to Australia for 2 months over Christmas. Didn't really do much, hang out with some friends, travelled a bit, had a good time. Sat on Bondi Beach and got drunk on Christmas Day with my mum, who also came out. But that's freedom. My business doubled in those months. Whether I was there or not, my business grew. That's residual income for us, and that's teaching. If somebody said to me, you've got 30 seconds, you've got a minute, I'm going to take more than that because I talk a lot if you can't tell already. You've got a minute to explain our business, this is what I show them. Melbourne right now, we've got a conference in a year's time in Melbourne. I promise you it's going to be the biggest conference the Southern Hemisphere's ever seen, not just within Juice Plus, but within network marketing, within a lot of industries. We're going to party really hard. I like to party if you can't tell by now. We're going to have a lot of fun, but I promise you it starts with really just sharing it with a few people. If I said to you, every single one of you right now, we're going to do an event like this in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks Saturday, let's do an event. 2 weeks' time Saturday, let's do an event. Could you all go and find 2 people? Could you all go and find 2 people by raise a hand? Okay? Go and find 2 people who want to look good, feel good, make money, have some fun. Okay? Go and teach them how to find 2 people each. You got how many? 2 times 2. Geniuses in the room. Go and get 4 people. You teach them how to find 2 people each. You got 8. Teach them how to find 2 people each. 16. Teach them how to find 2 people each. 32. Giving you 60 plus people within your business. Okay? Now, if I said to you, Melbourne, there's a population of 4.4 million people in this city, could you all go and find 3 people each? By raise your hands, you find 3 people each. Cool. You teach those 3 people how to find 3 people each. You got how many?
9.
Cool. 9 people teach 3 people each, got 27. They teach 3 each, got 81. They teach 3 each, got 243. At that stage, you've got nearly 400 people in your team. I don't know the exact numbers because I'm shit at maths, to be honest with you. I've just practiced this a lot of times. Now, 4.4 million people, Australia, freedom. I love it out here because I say to people, what does freedom mean to you? And they go, you mean I can go surf every day? You mean I can go to the gym every day? You mean I can go hiking every day? That's our business, that's our opportunity. 5 people who want to look good, feel good, have some fun, make some money, travel the world maybe. Travel the world was my big why, and I've been very blessed to do that. For some people, it's to take their kids to school every day. For some people, it's to send their kids to boarding school because they don't want to take them to school every day. There's a few parents in the room, you can tell that. You're all on the wine, it's Saturday, you're like, geez, like, get me out of the house. So if I said 4.4 million people, could you find 5 people? Look good, feel good, make money, have some fun. Could you all find 5 people? Okay, if you can't find 5 people, we need to have a conversation because there's 4.4 million people. You need to get out a bit more. Okay, you need to make some friends. 5 people find 5 people each. Got how many? 25 people find 5 people each. Got how many? 1. Oh, no, stop cheating. Got a calculator sat up the front. 125 people find 5 people each. Got how many? 625 people. Now my favourite number in this business. They find 5 people each. How many? 3125. Absolutely love that number. The difference between here and here is 100-fold. But what's the real difference?
3.
3. When I first joined this business, I honestly thought I had to go and probably find about 600 people. I thought I literally got to go up to every person in the street, bombard them, like twist their arm and like smack them around the face until they said yes. Trust me, it doesn't work, I've tried it. Okay? Go out and share, find 5 people, teach what we talked about earlier, teach and share with them, love on them. Share with them an opportunity that potentially could give them an extra $500 a month. So my favourite story is Christmas time. Parents in the room, just out of interest. Who's a parent? Cool, Christmas time. When I got phone calls at Christmas time from my team saying this is the first Christmas we've been debt free. Think how powerful that is. As parents, I'm not a parent that I know of, but as parents, think how many people go into debt at Christmas time to buy toys for their kids. They, after like 3 months, they're like, I'm bored of this. But you do it because you love on them, right? Or summertime comes around at the moment. I had a team member call me last week and they said to me, this is the first time in 5 years we're going on a family holiday. That's powerful, that's our business. So go out and find 5 people, share with them, love on them, teach them, help them, do whatever. go and teach them really mainly, and they'll build a business. So a couple of last things I'm going to leave you with. Talked about freedom, talked about opportunity. This pen's really running out. Let's talk, we're not going to talk about money. There's some phenomenal money to be had. You really can write your own paycheck. That's what I love about our business. You can decide this is the level I want to play at, this is what I want to earn. You get to decide that. I promise you, hand on heart, if you want to have a conversation about that, we can show you the numbers. I'm not going to go into that today. What rather I'll talk to you about is how does Juice Plus and how does this business opportunity fit into your life in reality. So if I said to you guys right now, what's your biggest expenditure on a monthly basis? Mortgage. Average mortgage in Melbourne. 3K. We're not in pounds. 3K. Okay, next expense.
Food.
Car, cool. Car payments, how much? Your car, yeah. Next expense.
Utilities.
Food. Yeah, I was going to say, the girls in the room are going shoes and handbags, the guys in the room are going beer. So let's just go food. Okay, so let's say 500. Okay, let's say you then have clothes, whatever, 500. Other stuff going out, partying, 300. Okay? You join our business, and the first thing you want to go and share our product with a few people. You share a business opportunity with a few people who want to make a bit of additional money. If you want to make crazy money, cool, I can teach you how to do that. But for most people, it's about making an additional $300 to $500 a month. For most people, that's the difference between getting to the end of the month and going, I can't afford life. Anyone get to the end of the month and they go like, their friends go, hey, do you want to come out for lunch? Then you go, yeah, I'll come for lunch. I'm going to have the salad. Or you're going to turn up at like 2:30 when lunch was at 1. Sorry, really running late. You have a water. A few months in our business, you're going out, you're having fun, you're socialising is paid for. Go and share it with a few people. Let's say 3 to 4 months in our business. It can be done a lot faster, it can be slower. It's your business. It's what I love about our opportunity. Is you get to write your paycheck, you get to write your story, as I said. Let's say 4 months in our business, your, what was that, shoes, handbags, whatever is paid for. Okay? Let's say 6 months into our business, everything other than your car and mortgage. And think about this right now. I just want you to think in your head what it means to your life, your income, everything other than your car payment and your mortgage payment or your rent payment. What kind of does that income then provide freedom-wise, choices-wise? What kind of lifestyle can you then do? What kind of choices would you make? Some people it's pay down debt because I've kind of lived a crazy life, right? Choices. Let's say within 9 months of joining a business. Some people can be faster, some people can be slower. 9 months of joining a business, the only thing that you have to worry about every month is your mortgage payment. What kind of choices would you make?
Holiday.
Holidays, right? We'll get to that in a second, but what kind of job would you have? Would you still work where you worked? For some people, they love what they do. For other people, they go, do you know what, I've got to pay my bills. And I really respect that. Let's say within 1 to 2 years, 1 to 3 years, it really depends on how fast you want to build, how much of a priority this is for you, everything's paid off. Just imagine right now, you've got a full-time job, most people do this business, 99% of people in our business do this part-time. All your full-time income money comes into your bank account and is play money. What kind of life would you live? What would your days look like? Would you still do the job that you're at? Now let's say 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, whatever. You get into the world that I like to call fun money. What would your day look like then? Because that's when you do go travel. That's when you do go buy expensive shoes. That's when you go buy expensive cars and big houses. Imagine having a life where everything is paid for, plus more, plus income. That's our business opportunity and that's what we can offer. I'm going to leave you with a couple of things, and then I really will shut up, believe it or not. Couple of things. 3 people come to an event like this. Type A, they go, do you know what? An opportunity I'm in, I want to be at the start of something. There's energy in this room, social proof in this room right now. 50 plus people on a Saturday afternoon. I want to get involved, I want to have some fun, I want to see where this could go. Of course, speak to the person that sent you, obviously they love and care about you, and that's what I've done is share this with you, right? Type B, go, do you know what? I need some more information. I want to look at the science, I want to look at the research, I want to hear some more stories. I'm very conscious not everyone's going to get my energy. People might go, what the fuck is that English guy who speaks really fast going on about? I hear that a lot, it's okay. So if you don't resonate with me, that's cool. I can give you a lot of stories from people around the world that have built this opportunity. I promise you, whether you've got 4 sets of twins under the age of 3, you can do this business. Whether you're full-time, 80 hours a week, you can do this business. I've yet to meet anyone in my life who can't do this business if they want to. But if you don't want to, that brings me on to Type C. In Type C, you go, do you know what, this isn't for me. Type C, you go, this doesn't fit in my life, I don't get it, what the heck's he on about? I was that for 3.5 years. I was Type C where I went, I've got other stuff. But I promise you something changes. Something in your life at some point you go, I need more, I want more, I have aspirations to do more, my family needs me to provide more. And if it's not right now, then you've got to really ask yourself, who do you know who needs this opportunity? There's a lot of people in my life that I share this business with, and I always think, you know what, all I have to do is share it with them. Whether they do something or not is entirely up to them. Whether you're interested in this or not, it doesn't matter. But you might have somebody in your life, and the last thing I'll leave with is, I promise you this, there's somebody in your life right now that needs our products from a health perspective and our business from a financial perspective. Just think about that. We're the same in Australia, the same in the UK. We have pride, right? If you're $50,000 in debt, you don't phone up all your friends and go, hey, guess what, I'm broke. You kind of put on a brave face. If you've got some serious health issues going on, you kind of don't really tell that many people. Whatever the case, right? It's a case of that. So I promise you, last thing, I'll say it again. There's somebody in your life right now who needs our products from a health perspective, our business from a financial perspective. So thank you for listening. I think we actually kept it at 45 minutes, which I'm amazed by, because I ramble on a lot. So if you have any questions, feel free to talk to us afterwards. I know we're going to stick around and have a few drinks. We're going to have a bit of fun. I promise you, last thing I'll say, I know I kind of said that last time. Last thing I'll say is Melbourne right now is the place to be. I moved here from England with a week's notice. I travelled a lot last year, and I said, you know what, there's a place, through travelling, there's an opportunity and there's a city that's going to go crazy, and it really is here. I now live here, I signed a lease, that was a scary experience for me. However, I'm here and I'm not really going anywhere, because the opportunity in this city, the opportunity in this country, there has never been a better time to get involved with a company that has phenomenal leadership, phenomenal products that everyone in the world needs, a phenomenal business plan, and phenomenal leaders that you've heard from today. So thank you very much for having me. I'll be around.
So before we finish, I just want to invite, Cara just got into my ear there and she says, Crocky, I want to get up and actually share my story. So Cara is going to share her story about what's going on with her. So.
Hey guys, I just want to quickly jump up and just share something that probably about 5-6 people in the world know at the moment. Yesterday I was made redundant from my job with 1 week payout. So me, I've got bills to pay. I live a life, and I live a pretty good life at that. But at 24, my family doesn't live here. I don't have the opportunity to move into my parents' house. I don't have any of that. I've got, what, maybe $2,000, $3,000, not even $3,000 coming my way, and that's it. So for me, and this is probably something I've only really just realised, because even though I had a plan that 9 weeks I was going to resign. That was the plan. My plan didn't really, I'm all about like achieving goals really early, and so I was like, yes, I've achieved it 9 weeks early. I just wasn't really that prepared for it. But you know what? I know that I've got this. I'm in control of this business. This is something that I can go, you know what? Yeah, that sucks. You know, could be a little bit easier if I had a few more 9 weeks, you know, save a bit more money, but I don't. But I've got a city full of people that need this, which means I'm in control of my future and my destiny, and this business is going to take me and create the lifestyle that I've always dreamt of 9 weeks early. So guys, this is something as well, you know, you might not think this is my full-time thing, but one day it might have to be. Of necessity. But hey, it's a pretty awesome community. We get to hang out. The last 3 days I've spent with 3 amazing people, mostly fairly drunk and hungover and in the way. But without their support, especially last night, especially at 5 o'clock when I called them and I was like, I don't have a job anymore, this is fun. Without these 3 people and without this community, I would never have met them. And I'm so thankful for that. So that's just something I just want to share with you guys as well. Woo!
One last thing, I want to get a selfie, so just one second. Yeah.